Hi Pisces, welcome to your Siren Song reading. So at the bottom of the deck you have the Four of Pentacles. You also have the Empress. So that's interesting. So something you're holding on to, but something you're creating. You're in a creative energy and you're holding on to something. Alright, Pisces, let's see. So the reading opens, the song opens with the Judgment card. So the sense of being exonerated, being concluding. And then you have the Five of Pentacles. There's a bunch of palm trees being blown around in the wind there. And you have Justice. Card of Libra. She's in an underground garden full of eyes. She has antlers, which is an indication of connection to the divine. She has the sun behind her, the moon at her feet. She holds a staff. No, she's got her hands out in a receiving pose, and then there's a skull on a spike on each side of her, and she has an amber eye shining at her throat chakra. And then we have the King of Swords, card of Aquarius. So, bottom of the deck cards indicate that you're in a very creative energy of the Empress, but that you're holding on to something. Four of Pentacles. We open with the Judgment card, the Five of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the King of Swords. So Libra, Aquarius. It's a lot about like fairness. Let's keep going. We'll clarify everything. It'll become clear. Kairos. Mythic time. Time stopping. The sense of time ceasing to exist that we experience like in the flow. When we're in the flow. Divine timing. And there's an eye there. See, there's like a blue eye. And while I'm reading this, there are a bunch of teenagers across the street that I can hear like celebrating and like whooping. I don't know. Interesting. There's definitely something unfolding here, Pisces. I feel it. I feel it. Open the second verse with the Three of Pentacles. So many hands at the root of something that's flourishing. You know, cooperation, collaboration. And then here's your card in the second line of the second verse, Pisces. And it's really standing out for me this week because we just had an annular solar eclipse over in Mrigashira Nakshatra. And the annular solar eclipse is like when the moon appears a little smaller than the sun, so you can see like the edges of the sun's fire. And then we have two moths in this Pisces card. And then we have the Star, card of Aquarius, which is interesting because you came up in Aquarius reading, and we have another Aquarius card here as well. So Pisces and Aquarius are, Pisces and Aquarius, so what? Well, the last nakshatra of Pisces is Revati. The one before that is Uttora Bhadrapada. I have to look it up. I'll say more about it in the Vimeo reading, but there's a nakshatra, there's a lunar mansion that connects Aquarius and Pisces. And you've got a lot of Aquarius in your reading. And what's going on in Aquarius right now? Jupiter retrograde over there. Anyway, sorry Pisces. 3 of Pentacles, Moon card, card of Pisces, Star card, card of Aquarius, and then 8 of Pentacles. So working hard on something. In this card, it's basically digesting something, gnawing on something, chewing on something. So like working through something. And again, bottom of the deck, you have the 4 of Pentacles and the Empress. Let's see, under there we have the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Cups, fast-moving energy. And under here we have the 9 of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So anyway, let's keep going. Let's clarify. We'll start by clarifying the Judgment card. Clarifying the Judgment card that opens your reading. Your song is the King of Pentacles, card of Taurus. So some really, really grounded completion, conclusion, exoneration, kind of like verdict. Very grounded, very earthly, very of this earth, Pisces. And then 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, is clarified by the Moon card, card of Pisces. And then Judgment, the fairness piece, Queen of Wands. So, yeah, okay. So what I'm feeling here is that Pisces, the justice is like really powerfully like on display here. It's like coming in like really like loud and proud. You know what I mean? It's not like the 5 of Pentacles that's like a sort of hidden, quiet, underlying kind of, it's a feeling, you know, it's definitely a feeling. Like with the Moon card here, the feeling of being left out in the cold as opposed to the actual occurrence. And then the fairness piece coming in really powerfully, like Aries, aggressing, Mars, you know. And then King of Swords, card of Aquarius, is 10 of Pentacles. So it's like the truth that comes in loud and proud with the fairness actually is what establishes the world plane. Like here, this is like about like timing ceasing to be about time. If that makes any sense. So it's like divine timing or timelessness, mythic time, you know. So we've all experienced it, like when time just completely expands, like you lose track of time. Or like if you meditate and you feel that sense of just like blissful expansion and time, it just kind of like ceases to exist. Or if you reflect on something that was really enjoyable and it just like flew by. Or if you all of a sudden have this sense that like it's only 2 o'clock, oh my gosh, like I thought it was like 6 p.m. You know, I mean, time itself is not what we think it is to begin with. You know what I mean? So judgment very much of this earth. The 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, feeling blown about like that in the dark, in the wind. It's a feeling. It's not real, it's a feeling. It's not really happening. There's fairness here that's coming in really fiery and proud. And this King of Swords energy, card of Aquarius, like the truth, being uncompromising about truth, is supporting the actual success of your life here on the earth plane, you know? It's not about time. This sense of timelessness, of what is divine and rich and is not experienced in linear time, because it's more important than that. It's like moments of like accessing the eternal within the linear time, you know, where like if linear time goes this way, eternal time goes deep. If that makes any sense. There's an eye here. It's blue. Oh yeah, so that there's 9 of Swords energy around your 3 of Pentacles. So like the sense of many hands working together to create something that's flourishing. There's sleepless nights over that. And then the card of Pisces, something being hidden, is clarified by a 9 of Cups. So I'm wondering if there's some fear here. There's some unwarranted fear. I mean, fear is warranted in that it's like natural, right? It's like the human condition. But there might be like fear seizing someone even though there's really no reason for it, because you've got the Star here. You know, sort of like even in your confusion, you're blessed, because there's the 7 of Cups. Now, like, sometimes this card reads different ways for me. Like, I remember I did a reading recently where it sort of like felt like a shell game. It doesn't feel like that here. It doesn't feel like that here. To here, it feels more like, how do I best organize these, is what's being contemplated. Fretting. There's some fretting happening. And the Star card is here. You know, the Star and the King of Swords are both this sort of Aquarius energy. You know, this like beautiful Aquarius energy that's sort of coming in here for you, Pisces. You know, kind of blessing what you're up against, you know? And then we have the 8 of Pentacles and this 5 of Wands, like sense of competition. And then we move over here to timelessness, Pisces. And your bridge is the electric eel spirit. Bring your ideas to life, it says. But it's making me think about Aquarius, because there's a lot of electricity in Aquarius. So, okay, so we have timelessness here, and you're Pisces, and there's a lot of Aquarius energy coming up. We always pass through Aquarius before we get to Pisces. Maybe it's like just lean back in and kind of like rest your head on the shoulder of Aquarius. Like, the reading is about time. And one thing that, like, the bottom of your animal spirit deck where I pull the bridges from was the dove spirit. And it had come out earlier in the shuffling, and it's about peace. So there's something about your need to find peace here, about you're not rushing, especially not rushing to the decision that there's something that you have to cling to, right? Because you have this really creative Empress energy at the bottom of your deck too, you know? And then you have this, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. This is a 5 of Cups. So, yeah, there's hollering out there too. It's weird. Weird energy right now here, Pisces. There's the moon up there in the corner of the Empress. See? It's don't rush. Don't rush to the conclusion that there's loss. Like even underneath the 5 of Cups, we have the 8 of Wands. You know what I mean? Like, don't rush. The 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, is under there. It's like, take a beat. Take a beat. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, take a beat. Like, everything is being set to rights. Look, Taurus energy, King of Pentacles. So much going on in Taurus right now. But more importantly, like your earthly goods, your command over your actual physical life. Like you're feeling like you're in this kind of like fear of loss. 5 of Pentacles. But fairness is coming in like powerfully. Like loud and proud, right? And King of Swords energy is here preserving, like the truth is here preserving your successful life here in the world. You know what I mean? And don't be in a rush in linear time. You know, find the eternal moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't fret about all the workings of all the hands. Don't be afraid. Because, like, what's hidden is actually joyful. Like, see how there's this, like, fiery energy around the moon during this annular solar eclipse? That's what that is. It's an annular solar eclipse being depicted in the moon card, right? Well, this is the light behind it. This is what's hidden from you right now. Is a good thing. Like, it's joyous. It's wish fulfillment. That's what's hidden. You know? And look, there's the star, like just there blessing it all while you like kind of like fret over it. What am I going to do with this? Where do I put this? How do I organize this? How can this be better? You know what I mean? And then like this sort of like sense of like work and competition. I mean, this electric eel spirit. The electric eel spirit. It's like really needs the temperance of this dove. You know, it's like Pisces, you know how like when we have something really amazing that we want to accomplish and we get into this like really high gear mode trying to get it done, and so we have so many tasks in a row and we like stress ourselves out and we become our own taskmaster and we're just like going, like fear driven, right? And then what happens when we step out of that sort of like rat racy energy and just get calm? The best of us just rises up, and our creativity just naturally arises and becomes unencumbered. And it's this kind of relationship to time that we experience when we allow that. But in order to do it, you just gotta worry less. You know, like you don't need to fret. You don't need to fret over all of these like hidden emotions. Like it's all blessed. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, what's actually hidden from you is like on fire with joy. You know, the judgment that's coming down is not, there's no loss to fear. There's no loss to fear. Like it's coming in this divine, fiery fairness. Divine, fiery fairness. And it's just the truth that's setting it all afire. You know, in a good way. So find a moment of timelessness, Pisces. You know what I mean? Because there's no reason to fret over that. You can't control everything. You know? This sense of like competition as you work. If you want your ideas, whatever they're about, if you want your ideas to come to life, then find peace. Now this, what's behind this, access that. Let's see if either of those eyes are here anywhere. Could be the dove's eye. I can't say that it is. The dove's wearing a crown. This is definitely like the energy that's behind the dove. You know? The dove is timeless. Peace is timeless. Peace is what we access, right? When we access the timeless, it's peace. The bottom of your animal spirit deck, after the dove, we had the hummingbird spirit. Be here now. Okay, Pisces, well, there's definitely more to learn in the Vimeo reading, but if this is where I leave you, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to doing this again. Okay, bye.